Uh, what's good, YouTube? It's Marcus. Um, and today I'll be showing y'all the badges in Apex Legends that I own, but not only that I own, but also how to get them, when I got them, what season, event, whatever. So, um, badges. The level badge. Um, am level 118 already. Not the highest I've seen. Some people are like 170 already, which is crazy, but I am 118. The April Fool's badge. This dropped, I do believe, in April. This badge is relatively new. Don't think it's too old. But I'm going to assume you knew what day I got that. The Baller badge. You just got to own 125 legendary items, which I'm going to assume most of the player base does by now if you've been playing the game since like season 1. Not even season 1, probably like season 7. I mean, they give you so much free legendaries and random like prize trackers and stuff, so I have 677 of those. Banner legend. I mean, open up packs, you'll get this. I mean, this is relatively simple. Just equipping an item in every banner slot for 8 characters. The Black Lives Matter badge, which got that Black History Month 2021. This is when duos first came out, which I do believe is season 3. This was also before it was permanent. This is when it was an LTM. So, this is pretty OG, season 3. You only needed to win one game, 2 games, 4 games, 8 games. 8 was the max, and I got 56. The Elite Streak, only got that to 6. I barely played the Elite Streak. Wasn't good at the time this came out. This was season 1. I know some people got like 100 on this, which if you do, you're insane. I mean, I think anything like around 40, 50 is even insane. So that's crazy. The Fashionista badge, which is own a legendary skin and finisher for 8 different characters. This is also, I think, if you have this, you probably have this, or relatively close. You probably have like 6 out of the 8. This is just a you spend money on Apex badge. The Founders Pack, this is actually very OG. You could only get this, I want to say, season 1. It was a $30 pack, which came with a Wraith, I want to say Bloodhound, Gibby skin, and banner frame. Came with like 2,000 coins, this badge, and a legendary Hemlock skin. Fully kitted. Every person in the game definitely has this badge by now. Not even going to explain that one. I feel like also most people probably have this badge in the game by now. Apparently I've done this 111 times. I'm pretty sure with this one you just need to be 3 stacking and each person needs to do a finisher in the game. Do that 3 times, you have it fully maxed out. The long shot, simple. Well, I wouldn't say simple, but you know, down a player from 300 plus meters. If you use snipers or even the Kraber, you probably have this by now. Master of them all, win at least 10 times at 8 different legends. If you're average at the game, if you can shoot your gun straight, you could get this easily for sure. No witness also. I feel like if you're really good at the game, pre-made team or 3 stacking, you're gonna get this badge. No one in your team can get down, so no one can get revived or respawned. Relatively simple if you're 3-manning and you're, can shoot your gun. Win a game with a pre-made team, simple as that. I wonder if these badges count in duos, because I have no clue. I got them when the game came out, so I wonder if these badges you can get in duos with pre-made teams. The Pride badge from Pride Month 2021. On the starter pack, this was a $5 pack from when the game first came out, so season 1. This came with this badge, 600 Apex coins, and a epic RE45 skin. Stop Asian Hate badge, the Suicide Awareness badge, the 10-10-10 badge. I think at one point was definitely the hardest badge to get in Apex. With a pre-made team, each person needs to get 10 kills, which means you guys have to end the game with 30 kills, which is 50% of the lobby. You have to minimum kill 50% of the lobby, and sometimes Apex games load in with like 53, 54 people, so sometimes you're not even getting the full 60. So this badge could be hard still, but there was a bug with it in arenas, and a lot of people that have it shouldn't, but if you got it legitly, you're definitely good at the game. Live Die Live, revive or respawn a player. This was available on Valentine's Day when like the game first dropped, like right in the beginning. Still to this day, one of the best looking badges in Apex, in my opinion. Valentine's Day event badge. I'm pretty sure this was from the second Valentine's Day. Could be wrong, but I'm almost positive that it was. Warlord, own a legendary skin for 15 weapons. Spend money. 20k damage with 8 different characters. Like I said, this is also very easy. If you can shoot your gun straight, you'll get this within no time. Win 5 matches in a row in Battle Royale. Mine says 43 out of 5 because apparently my longest win streak is 43, which I definitely do not believe is correct. That probably says 43 from the Season 10 bug that PlayStation had where it wasn't counting your losses. But my longest actual win streak that I am aware of is about 15. Win an arenas game without getting down or killed. Shoot your gun straight, you'll get that. Win an arenas game without losing a round. If you play arenas, I'm pretty sure everyone has that. Displays your highest win streak in arenas. I got 81. I'm actually going to be going for the 100 in this pretty soon. If I do, that will be a YouTube video, so you'll know if I got it. Wow, throat is like stuffed. Win 500 arena games. If you play arenas, you'll have this. I don't play it anymore, but played it a lot when it first came out. Got that badge. The club badges are very simple. Just play with your team, win a match, win a game where no one gets killed, where no one gets knocked, and where everyone's alive at the end. Very simple. Club badges are year 1 anniversary. You only have this badge if you're a first week player, so if you have this, you are an OG for sure. You're an OG if you have this badge right here. You also are an OG if you have this badge right here, which you had to finish top 5 in any game mode during the Legendary Hunt event, which was also Season 1. The Iron Crown event. I believe for this one you had to place top 5 100 times, which is a lot. Managed to get that one fully maxed out. This badge is honestly, most of these top badges in the event section are probably rare because there wasn't that big of a player base. And at the same time, some people are too lazy to do them, they were too hard, or people just didn't care for them. So this one's probably rare if you haven't maxed out. Play Armed and Dangerous. I mean, just playing the event got you that one. Winning 5 game modes when Armed and Dangerous first came out in Season 2 was first introduced in Apex. Simple as that. This one, I remember you had to win. Like, to get this one fully maxed out, you had to win as a survivor in the Shadow game mode, which, if some of y'all don't know, the first time the Shadow Royale mode was first introduced, Fight or Fright, it was a solos game mode. It wasn't team-based how it is now. Capture the Winter Express 75 times. Also, this one is a lot harder because you actually have to capture the train. The newer one that recently, dropped, or like last year's, you had to win the game or capture. So this was a lot harder. The Grand Chalet event. This was an alright event. System Override. Just another badge you got you can max out. Earn points. This one was basically a gimme. The Masters for the Lost Treasure. In order to get the Masters, you had to get these 4. So you had to kill 100 enemies in Armed and Dangerous. You had to win 5 games of Armed and Dangerous. And you had to respawn teammates 15 times. And actually, I remember I was at 14 out of 15, and one of my homies was in the game, and he jumped off the map on purpose, so I respawn him. I just had like a brain fart. He was on my team, obviously, so I could respawn him. But shout out Marlon, rest in peace. Horizon's test subject. This is when they were introducing Horizon into the game. There was a little lift thingy at certain locations you could fly up. Gave you this. Aftermarket Master. This is when the Flashpoint game mode was first also introduced. 10k damage. 100 enemies. Win 10 games. Simple. Fight or Fright 2020. These ones were way too easy, and this game mode was so boring. But I'm a fiend when it comes to collecting badges in Apex. So kill 100 enemies. Well, kill 100 shadows actually, which is really easy. Win 5 games and revive 15 people, like simple challenges like that. And then this was what I was talking about earlier with this one. These winter badges were a lot easier. I got disconnected for inactivity. I did not know that it did that just by checking your badges. Okay, Apex. I scrolled way too far. I would edit that out, but I'm too lazy to do all that. So YouTube, you're gonna see that. Deal 10k damage and capture the train. It's just simple things. There's actually multiple badges of this, but I was not playing the game for the second half of Season 7. I was actually playing Call of Duty Cold War. So yeah, there's that. This was, I think, the second anniversary to the Apex. Yes. You just had to do a bunch of challenges. And I remember to max this one out, you needed to do like 75 daily challenges, and they gave you like 8 of them a day or something like that. It was like crazy. But I would go over all these, but I know most of y'all don't care, or you probably have them yourself, so I'll go really fast. This was a Chaos Theory event. Basically, like the other ones, you had to knock players, do damage. Same thing with the War Games, win, knock, kill players. Same thing with the Genesis, kill, knock, win. But actually, this is when Arenas was introduced, so one of these should be different. And it's this one right here. You had to win 50 games of Arenas. Skulltown was an Arenas map at the time. I personally liked it. A lot of people hated it, but I thought it was cool. These badges also, because of Arenas just coming into the game, you had to do 12k damage in Arenas, play 20 games, and get 100 knocks in Arenas. These were just time consuming. They were easy, but just time consuming. Evolutions, same thing. Kill, knock, win. These badges are these badges are terrible. These are so mid, in my opinion. Just kills, knocks, wins, whatever. Second half of Season 11, I actually did stop playing. I went to go play Fortnite for a little bit. I was just getting so burnt out of Apex. I mean, as you can tell, I have almost 110,000 kills with Lifeline, so I was getting so burnt out, and I was just, I was just really mad, so got 2 of them, though. I also believe Winter Express was out at this time. Yes, 10k damage in Winter Express. The Dark Deaths, kill, wins, games, whatever. 3rd anniversary, this is when they introduced Control, so you had to capture 100 objectives. Battle Royale. Then you got this badge, which is huge. This badge is ginormous. The Warriors, same thing. Capture 100 objectives, control, kills, wins, whatever. Unshackled was deal 5k damage in BR, which is the easiest thing ever. And get 50 knocks in BR, which is also very easy. These badges are simple if you just played the game. The Awakening, control ratings, knock 100 players. These are all simple things. The most recent event, deal 3,000 damage with shotguns. Survive 50 ring closings. This one's time consuming. This one is probably the easiest thing ever. It's just very time consuming. Win 100 games at Lifeline. I'm at 8,051. Win the game as a kill leader. Oh my god, I hit 10,000 of these. That is insane. 10,000 assassins. That is insane. Wow. You're 24k. Not going over those. You know how to get them. Everyone wants them. They're very overrated in my opinion. Last kill of the game. I don't really think I need to go over these badges. Most people obviously know what they are. They look at them if you go through your badges. The Elite Streak badge. Bring back this game mode, Apex, please. This is from the Lifeline bundle. This is you got to win a solo game during the Iron Crown event, and the rest of the badges, they're on your account. And these you have to get, with all the characters, but it's whatever. I am if you want to call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times Masters. Hit Masters 10 times, 10 splits. So I do play quite a bit. You know, Season 3 worked really hard for this, even though it's very hated upon because a lot of people cheated for it, so kind of sucks how much time I actually put into Season 3 ranks. Could have got it Season 1, but just didn't really care for it, didn't really think it'd be, you know, that nice, and it actually was one of the nicest badges. A couple plat badges, animated bronze badge, goated, you know, the greatest, obviously. Joking. Last season got diamond, just didn't care for Masters at all. Season 1, Battle Pass badge. Season 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on, you know, whatever. These are all of them. And my top 3 favorites is Season 1. That's really hard, honestly. I like the 2 OG ones, so I'm going to have to go Season 1, Season 2, and my third would have to be Season 9. I honestly really like Season 9's colors, how it fades into like orangey purple. And then we need these back for every single season. In Season 1, you had to win one game with 7 different characters. Obviously, I didn't max it out, but if they bring this badge back out, I would 100% max it out. Same thing with this one, but this one I actually did max out. So I do have one OG badge. This one, you just had to get top 5s, and this one, you had to get kills. But, oh, there it is. There is all of my badges in Apex Legends. You know, I probably will do another one of these videos about my skins. Maybe I'll go over my stats again soon, like with Lifeline. Otherwise, I don't really know what I could do besides, like, you know, legend skins and my gun skins. I could do 2 videos on that, but let me know if y'all are interested in any other random, like, YouTube video like this. You know, me showing off my badges. Maybe you guys are interested in my skins or some other random thing like that. So, if you watch to the end, I appreciate it. I know this is a really random video. There's no gameplay in this video. So, if you made it to the end, much love. Comment your favorite Apex season of all time. If you made it to the end, I want to see who actually made it to the end. If anyone does, comment your favorite Apex season. Mine personally was 3 or 4. Can't really decide on that. Might have to go 4 to be honest. But, much love. Marcus is out. Marcus is out? I messed up. Peace out. Love.